So, did the Pope really bless a climate activist's block of ice? Yeah. Some called it inspiring, others said that it was a pagan ritual or a political stunt. But here's the thing, Catholics don't take our cues from Twitter, we don't take it from social media, we get it from the Catechism. And the Catechism is clear about what blessings are, about creation, and just as importantly, about what they are not. On October 1st at Castle Gandolfo, Pope Leo XIV blessed a block of melting Greenland ice. It was part of an event called Raising Hope for Climate Justice. Symbolic? Yes. Pagan? No. Political? Not primarily. And look, the only way to make sense of this is through Catholic teaching, not through culture wars online. The Catechism, paragraph 1671, states that among sacramentals, blessings occupy an important place. They include both praise of God for his works and gifts, and the Church's intercession that they may be directed to the praise of God and the service of men. So, blessings are about praising God. They're not about worshiping things. Paragraph 2111 warns that superstition is the deviation of religious feeling, attributing an importance in some way magical to certain practices otherwise lawful or necessary. So, no. The ice isn't holy, it isn't magic, and it's not a sacrament. It's a sign, and it's a sign that points to God's creation. Anything beyond that, that's not Catholic. And trust me, Pope Leo knows what is Catholic or not. The Catechism also states in paragraph 2415 that the seventh commandment enjoins respect for the integrity of creation. It adds that the use of mineral, vegetable, and animal resources of the universe cannot be divorced from respect of moral imperatives. Paragraph 2416 says that animals are God's creatures. He surrounds them with his providential care. By their mere existence, they bless him and give him glory. 2418 states that it is contrary to human dignity to cause animals to suffer or die needlessly. What is this, veganism? All right, here's the key. This does not mean earth worship. It does not mean protecting the planet at the expense of human life. Human beings are the crown of creation. We are made in God's image, and creation care is for man's flourishing. It never acts against it. So why did people freak out? 3 reasons. Number 1 is that they mistook the symbol for superstition. Number 2 is that people dragged politics into it, and this is often always a mistake with our faith. And number 3 is they feared misplaced priorities. And this is the main one, because I think that this applies to about 90% of Catholics that actually saw this happen. And actually, that third one is a healthy Catholic instinct. Are we keeping first things first? That's wise. However, what's not healthy is to let that concern turn into some sort of cynicism, or to assume that if the Pope highlights one issue that he's abandoning every other issue. It's not an either or, it's a both and situation. The Church defends life, family, the poor, and creation. Where the critics saw earth worship, the Catechism shows that blessings prepare men to receive the fruits of the sacraments. Where critics saw politics, the Catechism grounds creation care in the seventh commandment. Where critics saw distraction, the Church sees stewardship. Not of the planet instead of people, but of creation for the sake of people. All right, so what should we do as Catholics? Number 1, we should probably recognize that creation care is a uniquely Catholic duty. Paragraph 2415 in the Catechism states that the use of created things is not unlimited and is morally bound to the Creator's original intention. Number 2, we should avoid superstition. Symbols point to God, they're not magic. We should know that. Pope Leo certainly knows that. I think there's not as much there as people are diving into. And now the parallels of the eco-spirituality that is pretty rampant in the sort of climate topic. Look, I have my degree in environmental geoscience. I've seen it. It's pretty horrible, actually. It's I would say evil. But that brings us to number 3, which is that we need to reject false eco-spirituality. The earth is not divine. Sacrificing human dignity for nature is not a virtue. And that's all there is to that. Number 4 is that we have to live this locally. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean stop giving all of your money to the church, give it to some arbitrary green climate group that hates humans? No, it just means to avoid being wasteful. And above all, it means to help the poor who are the most harmed by environmental abuse. Environmental abuse, not talking strictly of something like climate change. So yes, the Pope blessed a block of ice, not as an idol, not as a magic object, and certainly not as a message that the planet matters more than people. The Catechism says that blessings praise God through creation. It also says that superstition needs to be rejected. It also says that creation needs to be respected, not for the sake of the planet, but for the sake of human dignity. Ultimately, the real controversy is not the ice. It's whether we're going to actually start taking the Catechism seriously and church teaching seriously. And also maybe put some trust in your Pope that he understands what a sacrament is and understands what a blessing is. I think that that's a fair place to start. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Share this so that your Catholic friends may know what the church really teaches. And subscribe for more commentary rooted in truth, tradition, and the Catechism here at the Blue Book Catholic. If I ever get anything wrong, please let me know in the comments, and I will address it in another video. Have a great day, and don't forget to pray.